Hello and welcome. Today I'm in the Tier 6 German battleship the Bayern. I am using these modules and commander skills. This is a Tier 8 match on the map Trap, but I'm still in a Tier 6 battleship, so it's not the best for me. But our team decided to split into two, one group going towards the A cap and the other one going towards C. It's actually a bit unfortunate because I was hoping that the guys towards the C area would go into B, but it appears they wanted to go to C instead. It's also unfortunate that we can't really cap A quite yet because apparently our destroyer that spawned on this side is AFK. The DD that went towards C is actually a bit unfortunate because he definitely needs to abandon that cap zone because his team, or the team on that side of the map, is not really supporting him, and if he stays at sea, he is going to die. Okay, so we know that there's probably a destroyer in A by the enemy team. Oh, it's a Farragut. A very good ship. We are still getting... Oh, we actually interrupted his capping, I think. Yep, we definitely interrupted his capping. Like, he almost got the cap zone, but this Myoko was a tiny bit too fast. If the Myoko had been only a bit slower, then the Farragut would have got the cap zone and probably just left. But at this point the Farragut probably still wants the cap zone, but he really should run away. Because there is no way he can fight all these ships that we are bringing, and I don't think they even have like support at A, so that Farragut definitely needs to run away, and because I realize where most of the enemies are, like if you look at the minimap, you can see that there's at least 7 enemies at the C cap. We need that the guys on the C side on our team start falling back, and that the guys that went to A need to turn towards B and head straight for B. And that's what I tell my team as well. Okay, the Farragut is actually coming out from behind the island, so select for secondary targeting and fire the main guns. So maybe I'll hit and do damage and stuff like that. Okay, it seems they have one battleship, another Bayern, that's heading towards the B area, but I don't think that one's a really wise choice. I think he needs to turn and run away. Because once, oh my god, the Myoko just lost almost all her HP. On a Farragut, that's in a really poor situation. Like, you shouldn't be taking almost any damage in that situation. You shouldn't have shown your broadside. In fact, you should have turned the other way and headed towards the B cap, because we are at a disadvantage until we actually get that cap zone. But anyways, I guess it is what it is, and I just have to tell my team again that we definitely need to go towards B, and at least DD that was AFK at the start is back again. And we are probably going to get the A cap soon, and then we can keep heading towards the B cap. We definitely need to fight over that cap zone, and maybe we can even kill the Farragut. That would also be something useful, because we did lose our Mahan at sea, who apparently decided not to run away, which is really unfortunate. Okay, we got the Farragut, so at least we are equal in destroyer numbers, but our destroyer is a trash can, so I'm not really liking our chances here. Because, well, it's a Tashkent, and Tashkents aren't very strong. What's the enemy DD? How many torpedoes is that? That looks like 9 torpedoes, so I think it's Fubuki. Yeah, so I'm telling my team that we definitely need to fight over the B cap, but I think that our Terpets should not be pushing. So I keep pinging those guys that went to A, that they need to head towards the B cap, because if they don't, we are going to lose the game really hard. And they definitely cannot keep chasing that Bayern, because that's going to lead to a loss. Okay, so yeah, it's a Fubuki. We really need to deal with her. But the reason why I told our Terpets earlier not to keep pushing into A is because the guys that went to A, they need to support us. But if the Terpets goes in alone, it's just going to be bad. Oh, okay. Oh my god. I just got a smoke screen by the DD. Excellent. I'm not even sure if he wanted to give it to me or if he's like using it for himself, but I'm definitely gonna use it. This is very, very useful. I mean, I'm a tier 6 battleship, so I'm not the most useful ship at tanking stuff at this tier, but I can still hold my own, but it's, you know, useful to just not take any unnecessary damage, and I can safely shoot at enemies. I still think that our Tirpitz should have been heading away, not keep going closer to B. But I mean, I can't really force him to do it. Hopefully the guys that went to A will arrive in our... oh my god. Well, at least it's 11,000 damage. But it really would have been better if those guys had been supporting us right from the get-go and had... well, I guess if they had followed our path, they wouldn't have killed the Farragut, so maybe it's not as bad. But I think we're still gonna lose our Tirpitz for very little. I think this Atago should have been like a free kill. But the Tirpitz insisted on going in. Maybe we'll get the Pepsi as a result as well, and maybe the Fubuki, but I find that it's unlikely. The island is gonna block those torpedoes, so I don't have to worry about them. All I have to do is stand still. I start heading slightly forward, and well, the smoke disappears, so I guess it's time to start going full speed. Select the Pepsi for secondary targeting. Maybe it'll help, but probably not. Gonna take my salvo on this one. Hopefully we'll take out the Pepsi. Unfortunately, our Tirpitz is pretty dead. Okay, Pepsi gone. That's good. But we still need to push into the B-cap. I think that Hipper is also going to die. I don't see what he's gonna do in his current position. He's gonna have a really difficult time turning around, and we do have 2 battleships here. I mean, yes, it's a Gneisenau and a Bayern, but they should be able to kill a Hipper. And we also have a trash can here, so I think we should be able to cap B. Because remember, it's trash can, not trash cannot. Okay, and the Hipper ran aground, so he is 100% dead. Still need to shoot him, of course, but I don't see him surviving in any way. And we need to take this advantage that our team that's running away, or that part of our team that's running away from the C-cap is giving us by having the enemies chase them. Like, look at that. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ships chasing those 2-1 battleship, and I think the other one is a cruiser. So this means they have a lot less fighting force in the B-cap, and we should be able to kill these off rather swiftly, and that should put us in a position to be able to fight. Especially since we should be able to get the B-cap as well. Oh my god, don't tell me I'm running aground. Oh my god. Look at this, I just ran aground. Like, you can't even see the part of the island. I thought they removed this stuff. Oh, it seems that Bayern is AFK, so I guess I'm shooting at that guy. Well, I guess I need to reverse here. I don't like this running aground stuff. I mean, I wouldn't mind it if this was... you know, the expected behavior around islands where you would have to be aware of the fact that you can run aground, you know, because water isn't always deep, but this mechanic has mostly been removed from the game, so it's a bit unfortunate that I ran aground here. Anyways, I'm gonna keep shooting that Bayern, because the shores is behind an island, so I can't shoot that guy anyway. One thing I've noticed when shooting stationary targets, like, you know, people that are simply stationary or AFK, is that when I... oh, it seems he came back, but a bit too late. It seems that it's harder to hit, like, for some reason, you have to aim your shells higher so that the shells don't fall into the water than if they were moving their ship. I wonder if it has something to do with, you know, the waves the ship generates when it moves, so it seems that when you're aiming at the waterline when a ship is moving, you're actually aiming a bit higher. Or maybe it's just something else, I don't know. But we should be able to get the B-cap from this, and we'll probably be able to pick off that cruiser as well, and hopefully the Fubuki. Our Gneisenau is probably going to die though. But I guess that is the price you pay for rushing in towards the enemies. Okay, that Shores is definitely dead. 100%. Okay, oh my god, don't tell me this oh my god, the trash can is AFK. Really? I guess it's, you know, The enemies had an AFK Bayern, we're gonna have an AFK trash can then. Well, at least we are equalizing the match. We were quite far behind at some point, and we're finally coming back. But I don't still really like our chances. That's an Amagi, almost full HP, and almost full HP Gneisenau, and they still have a New Mexico as well. And that last cruiser should be a Pepsi Cola. We are ahead in ships, but because we killed the Fubeki, but our trash can is AFK, so we are actually pretty equal in ships. And ouch, that salvo hurt. And I mean, they are pretty much up-tiering our ships, and our Gneisenau is going to die very, very soon. Hopefully, because the enemy team is fairly out of position, we will be able to cap the sea area. So in that case, we should have a really good chance of being able to come back, although it depends on how many of our teammates die. Because that could go really, really poorly for us. Because this Tashkent over here is definitely points for the enemy team, unless he comes back like right now. Because I am fairly certain that Gneisenau is heading towards the B-cap to fight. Yeah, they are already spotting the trash can, so goodbye. So now we're equal in points, and I think the enemies are gonna go towards the B-cap. I think they're gonna have an actually difficult time, because if we cap C, they will have to go back and either cap C again, or go towards A, but I don't think they have ships available to go for A. I wanted to shoot the Pepsi, but the Pepsi was turning. I guess I might as well still shoot the Pepsi. Or maybe I really should be shooting the Gneisenau, but she is a tier higher, and I think her armor belt is a bit stronger than mine. So I might not have much success in killing her. Okay, I guess that was a decent damage. I mean, I have an extra gun on her, and well, there goes our Gneisenau. We should still be able to get the C-cap, at least I hope we will. But we only have one Bayern and two cruisers. They have a full HP Amagi, like half HP Gneisenau, actually more than half, quite a bit more than half, and a full HP Pepsi. I'm not really liking our chances here. And they are capping or contesting the B-cap. We are still capping C though, that's at least good. Also, I'm using secondaries. It seems that the Gneisenau doesn't have a secondary range, so I have a slight advantage there, but I don't have manual secondaries, and even if I did, they don't work that well at tier 6. But at least the secondaries might give me a slight advantage, so if I keep like 6 kilometer distance, which is gonna be really, really difficult though, because the Gneisenau is much faster than I am, I should be able to... Oh, okay, actually... The main thing I need to do is make sure that his torpedoes aren't gonna hit me. And if I can keep that situation, I should be able to fight her one-on-one. The problem I'm having is that I'm gonna be showing broadside to the entire enemy team, so I might have to just turn and take my chances with showing broadside to the Gneisenau, because I think a Gneisenau is going to be less deadly than a New Mexico, Amagi and Pepsi. So... The good thing is that when the Gneisenau does show broadside, or shoot torpedoes, she is probably gonna start showing broadside. Probably. I shot HE there for a moment because I wanted to capitalize on the fires, but I realized that, you know, the fire damage isn't that high, and I'm still gonna do more damage with firing AP. By the way, when I'm firing at these ships, I'm not aiming directly at the waterline, because you really don't want to hit the waterline. The waterline belt is stronger. You want to hit a tiny bit higher above the waterline. Okay, there are the torpedoes. Those should be dodged. Excellent. Dodged. And the Gneisenau is gone. So at least we defended the B-cap zone, and we have the C-cap zone. So what we now need to do is run away. They are coming, the Amagi, New Mexico and Pepsi. I think they definitely have more fighting power than we do, because we are one battleship and 2 cruisers. They are different. So what we really want to do is run away and try to, well, stay alive, because we are definitely winning in points. And we have the 3 cap zones, so we should be able to keep our lead. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna turn and start running. I don't want to stay in this position. And, you know, I told my friendly cruisers that they should just run. Don't die. Anything else is secondary. The more important thing is not to die. But it appears that they, well, weren't really trying to do that. Well, to be fair, the cruiser closer to me might have listened, but it was a bit too late. The realization that he needs to run. So I'm telling the York that he really just needs to run, but it feels that the York is trying to come closer and not running away. And I feel like the York just wants to torp this New Mexico or something. I don't know. Well, what I'm trying to do is just run away, because I realize that there's only 2 minutes 45 seconds left and we are taking the points lead, so if we can survive, we will win the game. But the question is if, because I'm down to 20,000 HP and they have an Amagi, New Mexico, and a Pepsi. And I feel like this York isn't doing a very good job of trying to run away and survive. It seems he is still trying to kill them, which I do not recommend doing in this situation. I'm gonna be shooting this New Mexico because he is showing broadside, and it makes no difference for me, especially right now since he is shooting the York anyway. So even showing full broadside isn't a big deal for me. It might even be a good thing, because maybe he isn't gonna shoot at the York instead, so he has a slight chance of being able to run further away. I think the New Mexico is actually screwing this up a bit. And well, there goes our York. I guess I'm the last one alive. I mean, I told him to run away, and he didn't. What he did is try to torpedo and all that stuff, and we needed to just survive. But luckily we are at almost 900 points, and I think I'm gonna be able to kill this New Mexico. And there's only 1 minute 25 seconds left, so actually I think we're gonna cap out in points sooner. But I am down to 14,000 HP. This isn't a good sign. I might not be able to make it. I think killing the New Mexico was actually pretty good here, because that gave us a boost in points. I just need to make sure that the Amagi can't kill me. Or the Pepsi. Okay, 11,000 HP. I guess I should just on this, because the game's gonna end at a moment, and as... Oh, excellent, excellent! I did it. Now I'm actually sad that there weren't 4 enemies left, because that would have been a solo warrior, because our team didn't listen. I guess it's okay. I mean, at least we won the game. I got 140,000 damage done. A high caliber, Dreadnought and the Confederate. 52 secondary hits without secondary manual secondaries. 16,000 base experience, but that's due to multipliers. I got 2300 base experience, but this Kutuzon got more, so I'm gonna compliment him, because without him we would have lost the game. And actually our organizer now did decently well as well. I mean, the top 3 on our team each had 3 kills, and there was 1 guy with 1 extra kill. Fires and secondaries combined did quite a bit of damage, although I guess I did fire HE 1 salvo, but overall though, I feel like the secondaries were a big part in the damage dealt. I think it was because I kept running away from the Gneiser now, so my secondaries kept opening up on her. But anyways, as I've always said, capping wins games, and in this case those 3 cap zones definitely won us the game. By the way, I got reported twice for this game. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I would like to thank the patrons on Patreon today. I had a new patron join the rank, so thank you very much for your support, Thor2745, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.